All right, guys, we at the point to try to put this carpet on these lids. I'm just mixing up this contact cement, trying to get it ready to go. Just to make a note, like I said, I cut all these carpet pieces long for I wouldn't have a hoopah about not getting the right size or cutting it too short. So I made sure I cut them long, which is gonna make us have another step, which is I'm gonna have to trim them down. But I'm gonna walk this through, and I'm not gonna rush through it. I'm gonna try to like I said, I don't want to make a mistake, so I just got the smallest lid. Hopefully that won't be the biggest problem, the smallest lid. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark out where this lid sits on this carpet, for if we take it off, we can always put it right back. And what I did was I tried to get one side almost exact where I want it, so that this carpet should sit right in where I want it, and the other side is super long, and the top and the bottom is long. So what I want to do first, other than get this mixed up good, is I want to mark the center hole right here. That way I know exactly where I had this at right here. Then I want to mark the corners. That way I can place it back where I removed it from, all four corners. And like I said, with this being my first time doing this, I just don't want to rush it. So as we get more and more into it, I come back and do another one once I get the hang of it. So when basically what I want to do is I want to glue the top first, which is this is the bottom. So I want to put the glue inside the center part of the top first. Then once that gets set up, I can come back, I can place that right where I removed it from and flip it over and make sure that glues down there real good, and that way I can move and do everything I need to do with this carpet to get it around the sides and trim it and all that stuff without it moving. Like I said, I know that's going to be an extra step, but I'm not a pro at this just yet. So let's I think I got this mixed up pretty good. And of course I got this chip brush again. And guys, I went on Amazon and just bought an assortment of different size chip brushes, and I got smaller ones, middle ones. I even got some that's bigger than this, but I haven't seen the reason to use them. And these smaller ones, I probably use that to, I don't know, this probably would work the same. So just different sizes. I put, make sure I have all that in the description for you know what I got it from and how much it costs and all that good stuff. So let's move this out the way here. And guys, my numbering system has helped me tremendously. I could just go grab the number that matched that. I don't have to say, is this the right size? Is this the right one? I can just go grab it and it'd be be the right one. So now I need to get it up. It's stuck down there real good. So once I think I'm probably through with this number because it's going to be on the lid. So I don't think I'm going to need that number anymore. You served me well. So let's get going here. I'm going to try to hold on to that. So like I said, I'm going to do this just like I did the lids. I'm going to put a decent amount, especially in the corners here. Because we want the corners to stick very well. And like I said, we still hadn't got the sides, so we're not going to too much worry about getting that too much on that. But and like I said, the back of this carpet has a rubberized material on it, so hopefully it just don't soak right through it. But we want to put enough on there, because if not, once this sticks down, I don't think we're going to have a second chance at it. So it's going to be a one-shot deal. Put a little bit more on this side over here. Okay, I think we're good with that. Now we're going to move this off to the side here and do the lid. Get this number off here. Yep, that duct tape stuck on there very well. It's taking up some of the padding. Yeah, but make sure you number your lids and carpet and all that stuff. Your padding, all that helps. Just see a little dust on there. Just try to clean that off. Hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully this padding doesn't expand anymore, because I had to trim all those pads for every lid here behind me. And like I said, once we get this stuck down, we'll come back and trim it out and do the sides. Make sure you get all the way to the edge. You can go over a little bit if you want to, because we're going to put some on the edge and after we get it locked down. So okay, so inside the lock hole where the lock is going to go, we want to make sure we get in there good too, because once we cut that carpet and stick it down in there, that's going to have to stick down in there well also. I mean, because that's going to, I mean, the lock will hold it some, but I want it good and tacky inside there. I mean, we don't want to go crazy in there, but want to make sure we get enough. So I think that's good enough. Just tipping the rest of it, trying to get it smoothed out evenly. Okay, so like I said, we got that good and wet. You can see the reflection. We're gonna put the top back on this just temporarily. And you can see here we got it pretty good also. Now that I'm looking at it, I see some spaces are drying up. I don't know Just going to hit that around the edge just a little bit more. Because we like I said, once we stick it down, it's down. And I'm not going to use the little poles that we put in there, the little wooden dowels. I'm going to stick it down one shot. I'm probably doing an overkill on that, but that's just the way I feel better about it. So we're going to give that about 15-20 minutes. It is warming up a little bit in here because it's warming up outside. My little thermometer that says it's around 68, 66, 60, 67, around that, when it was almost right at 60 when I first came down here this morning. So let's give that about 15-20 minutes and we'll come back and stick it down. Alright guys, it's been over 20 minutes, so we're going to give this a go. Just looking at the actual carpet here, it's tacky. This is tacky, so we're going to try to get it down on the first take here. So we just want to try to line up the corners and get that down where we marked it out at. I'm going to flip that over. Try to get any wrinkles out if there's any wrinkles, but it's none, so we good on that. Just trying to get the corners down right good. And I'm gonna cut an X in where this lid hole is for the actual lock, because I want to get that to mate down with the actual glue that's in that. I don't want to overcut it. That's why I'm trying to make sure I find the like I said, I'm just gonna put an X in it for right this minute and try to get it stick down inside there, around where I cut out the actual padding. Because like I said, you know, the locker will hold it down in there, but we just want to make sure we get the initial stick down in there, make it. And once I get them all done, I come back and I trim the carpet out of this hole and put the lock in there for it to really lock that down. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm just doing a little tug test to see. It feels like it's on there pretty good. Yeah. So we're just gonna see about trying to trim this out to where we want to get it, for we can run over the sides here. And this is the part I've been nervous about doing. If you look at a lot of people's channels that does carpet on boats, they cut out the corners on each side and just, you know, pull the corners up like that. That's what we're gonna do, but I'm just nervous about that, because if you cut them wrong, Like I said, you have to start over. So we're gonna do the best we can. Right now, I'm just gonna try to trim this carpet down some here around the edge. I'm just guesstimating this cut. I'm gonna use my little cutter here. Hope that'll. Yeah, see, that was good, but that was too close. I mean, it's exactly what I needed. I better pay more attention to that because I don't want to undercut it. Then next thing you know, we gotta do it over. So I'm gonna try to mark this on when I flip it over here. But that's a good thing about it. You can always do it over. If you got more carpet, like I said, this little cutter is the cat's meow. See, that's almost just right too. I'm getting lucky with that. I'm just gonna turn around if I can get this other side here. Yeah, I still got that way long, so we're gonna leave that like that and turn back over to the other side here and try to get these corners cut out. Like I said, this is trimmed almost exactly where I need it. I know this side is pretty much where I need it. This side is almost exactly where I need it. So we're gonna cut these corners out. I mean, they just cut the corner to try to even, like I said, this side with the side of the lid. I'm gonna cut it just a little bit, and you want to try to cut it to the corner of the lid. You want to turn it a little bit and cut the other side corner of this lid. So once you get those corners cut, you should be able to pull the lid up. I mean, the corners of the carpet up and over. And you're gonna have to bunch the corner here. You want to try to get it tight as you can. And like I said, once we get the actual glue, contact cement glue on it, that corner should stay right there. But now that I'm pulling it, this side is a little long. Okay, let's do the other corner here. Like I said, I'm cutting it just on the outside of it because I'm scared to cut it exactly. Maybe, you know, third lid down, I'd cut it more exactly than. Yeah. So we're just gonna go around all four corners here. Like I said, I'm just cutting on the outside of this lid. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more trimming on this side here. And if it's a little short, you know, I got that pad on there, I can always pull on it. But I'm trying to get it for us right. I'm just being careful with it. I mean, some people do this all the time, you know, they just cut it and be done with it, but any of the little fray pieces, just cut it off so it doesn't unravel. That's like it's cut pretty good. Okay. So we're going to start here on the front. The only other problem that I see we have is when you bring that down and inside, this other side comes down and inside. I'm going to do a little bit more trimming on that, just a little bit. And I'm going to do that with these scissors because it's very minute. I want to cut off there. And like I said, the best thing I've done so far is to put that trash can at the side of this table here, so I can try to keep the table halfway decently clean. So, okay. All right, that looks better. So, like I said, once I get these corners pulled in, I can bring this other corner over and pull it in. And like I said, once I get these corners pulled in, I can get my... If it's good and tacky, you really shouldn't need this, but I got some stirring sticks and some clamps. Like I said, once I get it over where I think I want it, I'm going to put a stirring stick and a clamp on the front side and the back side just to make a sandwich. And I got a lot of these little clips that I'm going to put on it like that just for a little while to try to get it set up. But I don't think I'm going to need too many of those once I get everything in. So like the corner over here, I might have to do some trimming because that wants to overlap. I might trim just a corner piece off of this, but we're gonna do it as we go. So with that said, Get my glue back over here. And so far, guys, I've used almost a quarter of this, a little bit over a quarter of this gallon. So I know we probably gonna have to get another quarter gallon or so when it comes to the boat. So now I'm putting it all on the sides. I want to put it on the top. On the side of the carpet here. I'm not trying to load it up too terribly much on this carpet. But you want to get it all good on that carpet, all on the side. And you just want enough, because then you want to get some, like I said, on the inside here too. That's going to be a lot of your holding strength on the inside. You want to get it on the top. And like I said, just go around the edge doing that same thing. Especially in the corners here. You want a good mount in that corner. Just take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Make sure you get all points of interest here. And like I said, I don't have my respirator on, but once I get started with the rest of these, and I won't be talking to you guys, I will put my respirator back on, because like I said, this is glue. You don't want to be getting high off this glue in here. You're down here giggling and carrying on. Nobody knows what's going on with you. Make sure you get in these corners good. Okay, we gave this a good 20 minutes. So I think it's time to try to get it together here. So let's get it in a nice position. I'm going to start here on the back side. And I want to try to just give this a good little pull and get it stuck in the middle. Pulling it up to try to get it a good tight fit. And just running my fingers down the back side of it. Flipping over the edges. And like I said, if you got a little excess in there, you can always come back and cut that out. Here on the side, just giving a pull to it. And make sure these corners are bunched together. Don't be scared if you got to do any trimming. Give that a good pull here in this corner. Because it looks like I'm going to have to trim some off on the inside there, which is not going to be a big deal. Before I go too far, I'm just going to do this sandwich. I don't, like I said, with this contact cement, I don't think you really need this sandwich, but we're going to put it on there. We're going to put it on there anyway, because I have it. If we got us that's going to use the regular glue, the indoor-outdoor glue, you will need to do this sandwich, from what I've seen. And I bought these clamps also off Amazon. It was like a 30 pack for, you know, $40 or $30, something like that. And but that'll be down in the description. So, like I said, I want to give it a pull. You want to make sure it's stuck together down here on the side. I'll put this on there too quickly. And I'm going to do a little trimming on this corner here. That's why that contact cement is so forgiving. Once you put it down, you know, you really don't have to clamp it, but I'm gonna clamp it just cause I'm gonna try to show the best way I think it needs to be done. I'm just trimming up a couple pieces here. Put this clamp back on. Trying to give it its best life. And this back side, like I said, want to give it a pull. And I do got 2 pair of gloves on, so when this pair of gloves get all glued up, I can just pull it off and I have another one up under it. Okay. So like I said, in this corner, I'm going to trim it at an angle just a little bit here. For this side to set down in there good. Remove this clamp here if I can get this other corner in here. So looks like a little bit needs to be trimmed off right here. So I'm just trying to make it look best as possible. If it's got a little fat piece right here or something like that, you want to, like I said, where they meet up right here, it's a little fat. You don't want to cut a bald spot in it, but I think a little trimming is necessary. Okay. Like I said, I don't think these are necessary here. I'm gonna move them out the way for right now, so I can inspect this here. Trying to get all the little loose ends off of it before I know what's what. And looks like my scissors are starting to stick together. Like, so you want these corners to make sure you push them together. Just looking at these corners, they look a little fat in there for some reason. A little trimming make them look much better. Get some of this excess off of here because it's just driving me crazy right now. So every time I pull it down, it's a piece of loose carpet in the way. Okay. Like I said, I got a piece right here. I want to put a little glue on it. Let me get a little bit more. I mean, this is trial and error, so make sure you do it the best you want it to be. I don't want that to come loose right there. So I'm gonna leave that loose. Do a little trim. All right, that's the first one done. With the cushion, the padding under it. Like I said, I do have a little bit of trimming here on the inside just to get some of this looseness off here on the inside. Then, like I said, I go around and trim off the excess here in the inside and put a lock in here and see what that looks like. So let's do that while we're here. And please do not cut your finger trying to trim this stuff out. See if the vision I had, the way these locks is going to sit inside here, will come true. Okay. Like I said, do not pull these little black, little trim, little scraggly pieces off this carpet. Always cut them off, because if you don't, it's going to unravel in there, and then you're really going to have a lot to do in that little piece right there. You know, it unravels most of this if you mess around too much with it. Let's get one of these locks. Push it all the way through and put the actual lock on here and the nut part on the back side of it. There it goes. It's in there crooked too, but you guys got the gist of what I'm trying to do here. You see how that's recessed in that carpet there? That's what I was wanting it to look like, just recessed in there. It's not sticking on top like it was before. I think that's a nice look, but we're gonna see about getting these in there the right way, but right now that's good enough. So guys, that's the first one. I got one more other one going, but we're gonna start doing these and see if I can get them knocked out, and we'll come back at the end and see what they look like. It's a process, so if you got time, anybody can do this. Anybody. So all right, we gave this about 20 minutes. Like I said, it's tacky to the touch. You can almost lift it up with your finger here. So I think we're good to go on folding this carpet up. So I've changed angles to try to let you see exactly what I'm doing here. What I want to do is I want to give this carpet a pull up on it and try to fold it over, trying to keep it tight on the back side here. And I'm starting in the middle. I found out to be the best way, and work my way down one side, pulling it up and folding it over. Pull it up and fold it over, getting it to stick to the inside, like I said, all the way to the edge here. Want to fold it over, get the corner down in the corner, and go back to the other side and work the way down that side, pulling up and over. Up and over, all the way till you get to the corner. And I'm trying to bunch the inside up for it's getting that glue that you had on the bottom part of the lid, trying to get the carpet to actually push down in that glue. And like I said, on the back side, you want to just get your hand and just put some pressure on it all the way down, trying to get the back side to adhere to that glue. And like I said, you just want to work yourself around. Start in the middle, pull up and over, up and over, and once you get to the side in that corner where two sides meet, I like to get my scissors and get it to the edge, like I said, pulling it up and over. And like I said, where it meets right here in the corner here, I try to cut one side at an angle, because this side has come all the way down in this corner already. So if you bring this down that corner, it doesn't have anything to stick to. So you want to just get this like a 45-degree cut. So when you pull that over, it doesn't try to stick in that corner where it's nothing to stick to but the other side of the carpet. And like I said, you want to just try to make sure that carpet is good and bunched down into the glue. And right here on the corners, you want to try to pinch this corner together. And I like to push down from the top where the padding is, and get both sides of that carpet to stick in this corner. So once we got that done, we'll spin the carpet around and just like I said, trying to keep the little carpet pieces out of your deal here. Pull and tuck, pull and tuck. So you can see this part is tight. And just work your way down. Pull and tuck and bunch. Pull, tuck, and bunch. And you want to get all the way down to this corner. You want to make sure the corner's in there good, and tuck. And work your way back down the other side here. Like I said, when you pull this side up, you should see it get tight, and tuck it, trying to keep the pressure on it. So that'll be nice, and it won't be loose. It'll be nice and tight. And the same here. Like I said, I'm getting to a corner where two pieces of carpet meet. I want to cut my 45 here. I want to pull that and tuck it and bunch it up in the corner here, making sure that both corners meet each other and stick in that corner. And I want to bunch it all the way down, make sure it's in there good. Then I want to run my hand on the back side of it, make sure it's all pressed down. This is the last corner here, just trying to keep the pieces off. Like I said, I'm starting in the middle, pulling tight and tuck. Pull tight and tuck. Like I said, I'm in the corner here again where two pieces meet. Because if you left this piece on here, it wouldn't stick to anything. It'll come loose, I think, anyway. So you want to make sure that corner's in there good and tuck. And bunch the two corners together. Make sure the rest of it is good tucked. Same thing with this side. I'm gonna go ahead and cut where the two corners meet at a 45. So when I pull it and tuck it, that corner, and bunch it here and push down from the top here, and bunch this side together. And make sure the inside is tucked. And it's got good adhesion on the top. Just want to press down on the top to make sure that it's good too. And then you can bring it on the side if you want to, and just press down from the top of the pad here, making sure everything is got good contact. Okay, now that I feel everything has got good contact, I'm going to put the lock in there now. And like I said, I put the lock in there for, it will hold the glue and the carpet together right here where it bunches together, where the lock goes down in there. So we can get that lock in there. And like I say, just tighten that lock down in there. And that way it'll hold that glue inside here until it sets up. So that's a good look at the top here. Looks pretty good at the top here. So that'll clean up real nice when all the loose carpet, you know, you can get your vacuum cleaner and vacuum that stuff up. But you can get it as neat as you want to when you get down to this point. So I'm gonna go around the corner here and just edge this up to my liking. Got some places, you know, just to get all that nice and neat inside here. And when you blow off the pieces, you can see that's going to turn out very good here. So, and the other side, once you get all the little carpet pieces off, you got a nice carpeted, padded lid. And another thing, here in the corners, you want to just go back and make sure your corners are bunched together for these. Try to get these corners to disappear. And I have found out if you have some little raised pieces, you can go back and give it a trim, and it helped that corner to disappear. Alright guys, there you go. That's the last lid, and out of 9 I had to do. It took me 2 days, but if I had to put in the hours, it probably good 12 hours to do these 9 lids. Putting the pad on and putting the carpet on, and that's taking the old pad off, you know, the old carpet off and everything, scraping it down, getting it prepared. So I think it's going to be a good thing. You know, I just love the feel of this pad. Once we put it on the boat, you know, we got other engineering deals to do with on. Hopefully the lid hinge picks it up high enough to go over the padding that I put on the boat. That's another thing I'm thinking about as I've been doing this. So, but other than that, guys, I don't know how I'm gonna put this in a video. I know I'm gonna separate the video from doing the lids to doing the reinforcement of the lids and actually doing the carpet on the boat. But make sure you check out all the videos. You make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't, for you can see all the videos that I'm gonna do to make this boat brand new again. So other than that, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the channel.